Yeah, no way. Just not adding
No
to it. Dude,
way.
I'm pretty good.
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty good at filibustering. No, that's not filibustering. It's the opposite of filibustering. Pamela bustering.
No, it's empty of cars. Carring.
Filibuilding.
No, empty a building.
I know how to empty a building.
Sure. Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that. What is Chiefin, my dudes? I hope you guys are all having a fantastic Friday. I know I am, and I am joined with my co-host, Bryce. How you doing, bud?
What's up, folks? I hope you have the opposite of a Lindsay Lohan and Girl from Halloween movie, and your Friday is not freaky.
I hope you're freaky, or I hope your Friday is freaky. All right.
Gosh, what's her
People need to
name?
get down.
Activia commercial.
Oh, you're talking about that girl from the Activia commercials in Freaky Friday?
Yeah, man. What's her name? Short hair. She's funny.
Yeah, I know that chick. That she's.
Oh, this is killing
Oh my
me.
God, I'm never gonna get it.
not looking. I know it. It's on the tip of my tongue.
I'm not looking it up either. But what do you know what it starts with?
No. What else was she in? She's in like a family comedy. Oh, Christmas with the Cranks.
She's not Cheap Brother doesn't. I think
Tim
it's
Allen and
Oh God, no. There's another one. Is it?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Am I thinking of something? Jamie Lee Curtis.
Welcome
yeah.
back to the show. I hope Jamie
Welcome
Lee Curtis
back.
is doing well.
Isn't she in Yours, Mine, and Ours?
No idea. She was
Or am I
definitely not
going
in
insane?
mine.
I hope she wasn't in mine either, but she was in
Ours.
She was in Yours, Mine for hours. Yours and mine for hours.
I want you folks to do something. If you knew it was Jamie Lee Curtis the whole time, you're like, look at these fucking idiots trying to figure this out. Go ahead and subscribe wherever you're listening right now. Drop a like on your favorite social media platform and have a great day. Bye, guys.
No. Don't just end it there. Now watch, we just lost like 20 viewers right there.
Aren't we the
right when you said
podcast
it,
that
just
like
boom.
we start with a premise where we don't really know what it is, and then once we find it, we're done? That's it. We found Jamie Lee Curtis. We're
that's
good.
it. We're like, yes, we freaking figured it out. God, thank you. Okay.
No, man. You know who else I
Podcast
miss is she was in Cheaper by the Dozen. She was another comedian, very dry humor that's kind of just been like gone. Is Bonnie Hunt. Do you remember her?
I don't know who that is.
Bonnie Hunt. She's a very funny lady. Very dry, sarcastic sense of humor. She did a couple sitcoms. She was.
What else is she in?
The sitcom Hope and Faith, or Faith and Hope. I used to watch it with my family all the time. It was with Kelly Ripa, I believe, from Regis and Kelly.
Are you talking about the
Michael and
the
Kelly.
mom?
Yeah. The mom from Cheaper by the Dozen.
Oh, she's in Jumanji, the original.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say the new one.
Yeah, she's like Sarah when she grows up.
That's cool.
And she's also in a lot of Disney movies. Like she plays the Porsche in Cars.
Oh, really?
She plays the oh God, she plays the spider in A Bug's Life. I think it's funny. I know like all the movies that she's in, but I have, and all the characters that she is, but I have no idea what her name is. Even now, you just told it to me. I know it says it's something Hunt, but I don't know what her actual name is.
Bonnie Hunt. She's a nice
Bonnie.
lady.
I was gonna say Kelly. This is how bad I am with names. This is what's the problem with me. Like if I meet someone at a party,
yeah, I think there's more.
This is what problem would be, okay? Let me tell you right now. This is what problem would be.
I think it all might be linked to something, and the link is.
This is what's wrong with me though. Like if I'm at a party and I meet someone and I'm like, hey, what's going on? Even if it's like really muffled and I can use it as an excuse, it's not because of the party noise. It's because I just have a terrible memory with names. Names and dates escape me.
Yeah,
I don't know
think
why.
that's like a common problem though. Is that just like we're just assholes and we don't care enough?
I don't think that it is because believe me, I care a lot about my mom, right? But I dated a girl that shared the same birthday as my mom, and when my girlfriend or ex-girlfriend told me that her birthday was on, November 14th, I was like, oh, that sounds really familiar. Mind you, this was like 5 years ago, right? So I was 21 at the time, and I was like, that sounds really familiar. And then I bring her home and show her to my parents and stuff, and then she's like, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm a Scorpio. My mom's like, oh, I'm a Scorpio. She goes, yeah, my birthday is November 14th. My mom's like, oh, mine is November 14th. I'm like,
What?
oh my God. Oh shit.
I like how you described bringing her home to show her to your parents, like she's a freaking.
Yeah, I don't know, like not to introduce her or anything. I was
Here
just
she
like, hey
is.
guys,
This is
I'm
her.
dating her.
Not to
Now
meet the
get
parents,
the
to
fuck
show her.
out.
All right, we
I
done
just
here.
turned her around and just got her back in her car and drove home.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that makes me happy to know you don't know your mom's birthday, because I don't know either of my parents' birthdays.
Oh, that makes me feel so much better. I know both my parents' birthdays now because of that day. I was like, I need to start.
I mean, I know
really
when they're
focusing on dates and
around,
names.
and it sucks because it goes like my dad's birthday, my mom's birthday, then Mother's Day, then Father's Day, then Mother's Day. They're like back to back to back. So like literally 2 months is all parental stuff.
Yeah, see, like Mother's Day and Father's Day, I never remember when that is. So like working at a school really helps me out because they're like, oh, we're making presents for your mom or presents for your dad, and I'm like, must be that time of year, I guess. Thank God I'm working at a school because I would have never
really
known this
convenient.
otherwise. Yeah, I definitely I'm thankful for that.
Super
because otherwise
convenient would be
I would miss it every
a
time.
really good superhero name who's just always there at the right time.
It's like Domino in Deadpool 2, where she's like, I'm lucky. Like, what do you mean? He's like, that's a superpower. I'm lucky. She's like, no, it's not. She's like, I beg to differ. And like everything she does, she's like in the right spot at the right time, or like she'll like just barely dodge something because she like fell down or like went to go. Yeah, she's basically just misconvenience. That's it.
Well, guys, I hope you understand by now that we're shooting the shit again. We should call these something, or just call it shooting the shit.
No, I think that there should be a name for it. How about we just call it having a chief?
How about not that?
How about all chiefed up?
Nope, still not digging it.
How about let's have a Tomatalk?
Tomatalk. I like that.
Yeah, I like that. Tomatalks. That's freaking good, dude.
Welcome to this week's
And it only took me 3 tries.
And you still didn't even get it. You said, let's have a tomahawk.
No, I said Tomatalk.
Oh, you did?
I was very specific. Man, you gotta check your ears, dude.
Hey.
Because I'm trying to Tomatalk to you.
Did you see the Kanye West thing?
You mean the fact that he's running for president?
No, he did like a speech last night or yesterday or over the weekend. I saw it yesterday in South Carolina. This dude is like, it's like sad. Like he's going off. He's like mentally, there's issues there, dude. He was going off about how Harriet Tubman didn't actually free the slaves. And then he started crying, talking about almost aborting his first child, his daughter, and like screaming through his tears that he almost killed his daughter. And it's like, it's sad to see. And it's even sad to see like other people like, see, the new Kanye is whack. It's like, dude, there's a deeper problem than this dude like just all of a sudden becoming an asshole. You can like see that something's not right there.
No, that's just weird.
It is. That's
really strange.
It's sad, dude.
But I mean, he's always been kind of weird and kind of full of himself as well, and like really arrogant. And I've always seen him as like a total asshole, right? I mean, when we went to go see him at what was that? Not Powerline. That's from
Powerhouse
movie. What was it? Powerhouse. Yeah. We went to go see Powerhouse, and he was the last one, right? He's just the only one on stage. Just has like 100 lights shining down on him, so that's all you can see. And he lays down on the floor, and he's like singing from the floor. And I'm like, dude, he's making this like all about him. And I get it, he is the only performer there. But there was like instrumental people like behind him, but you couldn't see them. And then
I don't mind that. It's literally all supposed to be about him there.
Yeah, but then also this is what pissed me off the most. That all that other stuff I can excuse that. It's not a big deal. I understand that, whatever. But then after he finished his set, the whole crowd was like, encore, encore, and he just left.
Yep.
That was it. I'm like, dude, it's like that's like a given that you're gonna do an encore if you're on stage and you're performing. That's it. But no, he's like, no, I'm Kanye, dude. I don't do no freaking encore. It's like Trump. I don't repeat myself. Like, dude, you just said it.
Yeah, man. I feel like I'm always a Kanye apologist. I have like a soft space in my heart just like for him because of like how he came up, and then also just his original music is just like is beautiful, dude. And it like paved the way for hip hop in the 2000s.
I'll admit it. He does have some good songs.
And his grinding, he didn't get put on. Like this dude was literally like bugging Jay-Z in the parking lot every day to like give him a shot and like shit like that. Just like he didn't get like a chance in a record, or he pestered his way in, and he like started.
I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the dude's like very much self-made. So it's hard, and I think that's why it's sad for a lot of people that have this like admiration and love for the dude to just see him just like, Kanye's wearing a MAGA hat. Oh, Kanye's yelling at Sway. Oh, Kanye's saying Harriet Tubman didn't free the slaves. It's just like, it's like sad. It's like seeing, it's almost, to me, I can't relate to it because it hasn't happened to me, but I'm sure like when people's family members get dementia and they start like not remembering people's names and you just see that person and you're like, oh, this is sad. They're just not who they were. I feel
Dude, that stuff is like, that's difficult to watch. Like when you see, I mean, you know, I'll see it in movies and it's difficult to watch even though you know that they're just acting. I can't imagine if, you know, in real life I go to my grandparents and I'm like, hey, how's it going? And they're like, who are you? I don't know who you are. And you're like, fuck, dude, like that'd be heartbreaking. That's like not remembering someone's name.
Yeah. Yeah, do we have Alzheimer's or dementia?
Fuck, man, I got early onset Alzheimer's.
What am I doing? What's this fucking microphone?
Is this edible? Do I eat this? Yeah, I always say Kyle, he has early onset dementia. I feel like I'm constantly reminding him to, like, you know, oh, don't forget your phone, don't forget this, don't forget this. Like I feel like I'm like sometimes like his parent or something. But I mean it's warranted because one time we went on a backpacking trip and he forgot his backpack. So we're halfway there and his dad's like, hey, I want to put some electrolytes in your bladder. Where's your pack? And he's like, oh, it's in my it's hanging in the garage. Yeah. And he's like, oh my God, Kyle, we are not driving back. You're buying all new shit when we get there.
That sucks.
Yeah, it was pretty funny though. And he literally, it's funny because he knew exactly where it was too. He's like, it's hanging in the garage.
It's next to my memory in the garage.
Yeah, I hope that doesn't happen to me. If I have dementia, I pride myself on my memory, except for obviously names and dates. I have a fantastic memory, and I pride myself on that. But if it goes away when I'm older, I think I'm going to go insane.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think I need to start doing more for that. Like, I feel like I don't get enough sleep. I stress a lot. I stare at screens. I feel like I don't do it a lot to, like, stay mentally tight. And I feel like all that now is very, like, small, micro, not thinking about, but macro can have, like, some serious damaging effects later in life. I don't know.
Yeah,
though.
that's pretty true. I mean, that's why if I'm playing a game on my phone, it's usually like a strategy-based game, and it's not just because, you know, oh, I'm bored or whatever, which half the time it is because I'm bored, but also if I'm gonna play a game, I want to make sure it's strategy-based. That way I'm doing something to, like, kind of help shape my mind in the right direction, to where I'm not just wasting brain cells, where I'm playing a game that, like Sudoku. I love Sudoku. Got it on my phone. And then I play Tien Lin, which is like a strategy-based card game. And sometimes I play Solitaire, which honestly, Solitaire's a lot of luck. So it's kind of bullshit.
Yeah, man. And then at the end of the day, I also just had this realization: no one fucking knows. There's always so much anomalies, because I bet there's people that play these brain dead games and live to 100. It's just like the people you'll see that, like, oh, that guy died at 55. He was so healthy. What? Stroke crazy. Then there's like this guy that smokes a pack a day, like, and drinks like 4 cans of Pepsi. It's like, yeah, I lived to 95. It's like, no one fucking knows. And I was thinking that because when you were saying that, I remember hearing, I don't know how much fact is behind this, but I remember hearing.
Wait, before you say it, was it an old lady living to 100 that said she lived to 100 because of French fries?
No, but that sounds
okay. Then go on.
Baller.
Sorry.
There was, remember that app Lumosity that was supposed to be brain games to help you with your memory and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard there was like studies done and it was bullshit. It didn't help people's like cognitive skills over time.
Oh, really?
Yes. I don't know how much truth there is to that, but if so, I'll check the studies and stuff. But it's like the SketchUps of brain game apps, just completely false advertising.
Yeah, they're like, I promise you, man, you wear these socks and your dick's gonna grow like 3 inches. I'm doing it right now. I'm gaining length.
It's getting bigger.
Yeah.
Wait, there was a lady that lived to 100 eating only French fries, or just eating French fries?
No, not only French fries. She said that I believe, this is back when I was in, like, I don't know, like first grade when I heard this. It was on the news. But she lived to, like, I think it was 100 years old. And she's like, yeah, my secret is I eat French fries, like, almost every day. And I'm like, and that's when I told my parents, I'm like, see, look, she lived to 100 and she ate French fries. I can eat French fries too.
She did it.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, there are all these anomalies and stuff. No one really knows what's going on. Like, the doctors and stuff, you know, they can can do tests, and if something's wrong with your body, they can usually fix it, right? But a lot of the time, your body just fixes itself.
Yeah, that's wild.
Like you don't, yeah, it's crazy. Like our bodies have evolved so much that we don't even really need, I mean, you need doctors and stuff, but for most of the ailments that you have, you don't actually need anything to help you out. Like it'll take care of it on its own.
Have you seen any of those videos online where it's like a time lapse of like a hand cut healing or like a scab healing?
Yeah.
Those are wild.
That's wild.
Like starts out with like
it's
just
crazy
a like
because
exposed cut, and then like you see the skin like growing over it and like solidifying into a scab and then turning into normal skin.
It's weird because it's like it's as if you're seeing a 3D printer but of your own body.
Yeah,
like you're
exactly.
seeing it rebuild. But I saw something the other day. It said your fingers are just 3D printers slowly creating your fingernails. And I was like, oh, that's totally true. And it's kind of freaking me out now. I can't perceive them any other way now.
Yeah, except there's like a glitch in the printer. It just keeps producing, so we have to do this annoying thing every week and cut the nails. Like, I don't know, dude. The printer's just...
We gotta scrape the platform.
I hit it a couple times. It's just not working.
And it never runs out of ink. What the fuck?
You think someone would write some new code or something, but no, just keep fucking making the nails.
Isn't that weird that like your fingernails will grow indefinitely, but your body hair doesn't?
Does it
At a
really
certain point, it just snaps off.
indefinitely?
I mean, if you've seen those Guinness Book of World Record people, they're like curled up and nasty.
But I mean, like, if you die, it doesn't grow, right?
I don't think it could. I think you're dead at that point.
Right. So, like, what's making fingernails grow?
It's your body. Your body's making it grow.
What are fingernails?
Fingernails, I think, I'm not sure if this is true or not, but I heard that fingernails are the same material as your teeth, but it's like your teeth are just like a more compact and condensed form of it, so it's way stronger. I think it's like keratin or something like that.
That sounds familiar.
Or maybe that's right. It sounds familiar. I don't know where I got that. Again, horrible with names, so I have no idea what that name is or what it stands for, but it sounds like it's for nails.
I'm glad you guys tuned in today to our episode on Stuff You Should Know, where we tell you stuff we think that we know.
Stuff you should know, and stuff you should know, and things we think we know.
Yeah, stuff you should know, and follow-ups from us that don't provide any additional context.
Yeah, just so you know, we're not looking up anything right now, so we could be completely wrong. Do your own research, guys. Don't be those people that follow meme pages and they're like, wait, what? Hitler invented blow-up dolls? Actually, that is true. I did look up that. He did invent blow-up dolls.
Who?
Hitler.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
That's a lie.
He, like, I'm not kidding, to prevent a syphilis outbreak, he provided soldiers on the front lines blow-up dolls so that they wouldn't spread syphilis.
I'm like...
Not even kidding.
50%
Go ahead and look it up, dude.
Sure, that's not right. Hitler...
Go ahead.
Blow-up dolls. I might get some weird responses from that search.
Yeah, you just typed in
According
Hitler
to
blow-up
the
doll.
false story, Adolf Hitler approved the project to distribute inflatable sex dolls to the soldiers. Did Adolf Hitler really invent the sex doll? Question mark.
Well, did he?
I don't know. Supposedly. Sadly, the evidence in support of this having actually happened is sketchy, so it probably isn't true. But Hitler invented the sex doll is such an awesome idea.
Right?
We should pretend it happened anyway. I mean, what's Hitler gonna do about it now, right? Who wrote this fucking article?
Wait, was that in the article, or that's just your commentary
No,
on
that's
the article?
That's legit the copy in the article.
The copy is, what's Hitler gonna do about it now? Let's spread this rumor.
Yeah.
Fuck it. No way. That's awesome. Wow, what great journalism.
It's called the Borghild Project. Borghild?
Harriet Tubman didn't free the slaves. Let's spread this rumor. What's Harriet Tubman gonna do?
Yeah, what the fuck? Hey, speaking of Kanye and presidential races, I thought I'd throw my hat in the ballot and talk about my initiatives when I run for president in 2020. I'm going to run on the platform of cancel culture. Not against cancel culture. I'm going to encourage it, but I'm going to encourage it only with a certain amount of items that I want to cancel. Number one,
what do you mean?
I'm going to run on a ballot to solemnly promise to cancel these things. Number one is June bugs. They're done. We're getting rid of June bugs once I'm in office. They're blind. They're the Helen Keller of bugs, and no one likes them, dude. June bugs make normal bugs seem cool and acceptable.
You know what's crazy about June bugs? They stay in the earth for 10 to 11 months out of the year.
Right? That's not charming.
Incubating.
That's creepy.
That's so dumb. Who the hell like sits down in the earth for that long and then comes out for 1 month and is like, man, I gotta find some
And
ladies
is
to bone right
blind.
now. Yeah, and they're freaking blind. What are they gonna do? How do they even reproduce if they can't see each other? I've never once seen a June bug mount another June bug.
I don't know. I just know they always run into you.
Cancel them. And their legs are like...
They don't even
like
abide to
stickers.
their own rules. They live past June.
Yeah, dude, they're not even June bugs anymore. They come out in July now. I did not see one June bug in June.
Yeah, June
they're
bugs
now
are
July
canceled.
bugs.
I think that's something everyone can get behind. Republicans, Democrats. No one wants June bugs.
You know what? I'm going to run as well. But I'm not going to try to cancel June bugs. I'm just going to try to start an initiative to change the name from June to July bugs. There it is. I'm running against you.
I mean, that seems just kind of a dick move. Let's see if you have anything to do about this next cancel item I would like to do. I want to cancel shirts in the water while at the beach. If you go to the beach and you go in the water, you can't wear a shirt. It's off limits from now on.
Okay, I have a retort for that.
Rash guards count.
Rash guards count?
Like, you're allowed to wear rash guards.
Okay, rash guards are okay.
You can't wear a double XL cotton t-shirt when you're in the beach, in the water.
Okay. I have, you know what? I'm still running. I'm voting for, I'm trying to make it July bugs. And now I'm also trying to push forward with the white t-shirt only initiative in the water. So
yeah, you're going to lose. You had something with July bugs, but no one's going to support you there.
Oh, no. I'm definitely, if you're going to wear a shirt in the water, it has to be white, okay? It has to. That way, we want to see what's under there, okay? If it's a guy, girl, dog, I don't care. I want to see what you're hiding.
I don't get why people do it. Like, I get they're trying to, like, cover up probably, but it just can't be comfortable.
I mean, they're self-conscious.
Like, that can't be comfortable when you get out of the water and you go sit in the sand with a sopping Hanes t-shirt.
It's difficult for us to say that or for us to view that because we're not like bigger people and we're very confident in our bodies. So like we don't have a problem with that.
Hey,
but
man, I'm cool with rash guards. Just be appropriate with what you're wearing, okay?
Rash guards, that's understandable. You wear that because you're trying to avoid a rash when you're boogie boarding.
You don't go play soccer wearing ice skates. You wear the appropriate equipment for the task at hand.
Oh, so you're not upset about them wearing a shirt. You're just upset that they're not wearing the proper attire.
Yeah, it's very it feels uncomfortable for me. Just thinking about where...
Oh, you're uncomfortable for them.
Yes.
I mean, I kind of get that because when we ran, like, I think it was 11 or 13 miles for our training runs, I wore a cotton t-shirt and a cotton sweatshirt, and it started to get a little cold, and I was sweating, like, you know, just profusely, and my shirt was jostling up and down, and it was cold, so my nips were out, and they were just chafed, super, super raw, dude. And then I was like, I gotta take this shirt off. So I get that. Like, I understand what you're talking about. It's not comfortable seeing that. I'm like,
yeah,
you know,
hey, I got nothing against
they got
body
some bloody
positivity
nips.
and you being comfortable needing to wear a shirt. Just you can't wear it at the beach if it's a college shirt. You gotta wear a rash guard.
All right, well then I now change my initiative. I agree with that. I not just white t-shirts, rash guards only.
All right. Would you like to be my vice president?
I'm glad that we agree on that at least. If I'm gonna be your vice president, I'm gonna have a say in some of the things that we're passing.
All right, I got two more. One's just an idea. I think this should happen in normal. One's another cancel culture. I think we need to cancel music done by artists who aren't about that life. Hear me out. I'm sick of hearing songs from artists talking about stuff they don't really do, whether that be rappers talking about selling drugs and doing gang shit, or whether it be these freaking LA cowboys talking about working on the ranch and long days and seeing the neon blue sign in like the dive bar that they haven't been to in 20 years. You can't make music unless you're actually about that life, okay? That's my rule. It's annoying. It's pandering.
I can agree with
there's
that.
Country pandering, there's rap pandering. It's just pandering.
Well, that's like that song by Macklemore, Other Side, where he's talking about addiction, to Lean, and he's like, yeah, a bunch of these rappers talking about some shit they haven't lived. And I'm like, ooh, that's totally true. Because
they
a lot of people
underestimate
are
the
like,
power and the effects that they have on these kids.
yeah, see, such a good line. So good. But it's like, it's totally true because you're putting on this persona, making people think, oh my God, he's such a badass. He's so cool. And yet he hasn't been.
Yeah, this dude lives in
shot
Calabasas.
Yeah, but he's like, they're like, oh, he hasn't died, or he hasn't, been shot in any of these gang fights that he's in. And the kids are believing this stuff, but it's like, no, dude, he literally doesn't do that. He goes to church every Sunday. He doesn't go have a gang fight every Sunday. Like he's never even held a gun, dude.
Yeah, and I think it's the same with country. It's annoying as shit. These people talking about like there's Southern. I just don't like country in general, but it's pandering to an audience that is from. It's the same thing. You're pandering to kids doing gang shit, or you're pandering to people living in the South that are experiencing this stuff day to day, but you've been so far removed from that for years. So I really respect Jay-Z. And it's why I really respected Mac Miller too. Just the development of their art doesn't. Jay-Z's, I guess it's evolved from when he began, but Mac's super evolved from when he began.
Yeah.
There's, I'm sure, people that would argue like that they didn't like it because it's not the old Mac Miller, but I think that's more appropriate and more like honest of who he was becoming. Right? Is that it wasn't the old Mac Miller.
That's kind of a refreshing perspective actually, because the way I see it, sometimes I'm listening to a band and I'm like, dude, I don't like their new stuff. It sounds so bad, but you got to remember that they're people too, and they're going through stuff and they're evolving, and so their music is going to evolve too. I never actually thought about that until just now. It's kind of a cool take on music.
It's kind of like almost, and I look at it the other way too, where if people are just putting out the same music forever, it's kind of like, dude, you're just shallow. Like, do you even care about what you're putting out? Or are you just is this just like your day job? You know what I mean? They're not really expressing themselves.
We're looking at you, Kesha.
Yeah, Kesha. Actually, Kesha turned around too, dude. I got Kesha song on my playlist. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm just kidding. I don't know. I was just trying to find someone that I was like, I feel like all of her songs are the same. I was gonna say Nicki Minaj.
Songs have been the same forever, and everyone loves Gucci. Gucci's respectable, but all Gucci songs are the same, and they'll foreseeably always be the same. Burr.
All right, so I can get behind that movement. That's pretty good. I like that.
All right, I have one more thing I want to address. It's not really an initiative. I mean, I guess it could be an initiative. It's not a cancel initiative. I want to start the initiative to wash your hands before you use the bathroom.
So you're saying wash it before and after using the bathroom?
Yeah, because I was just thinking, it's so gross going to the bathroom and doing your business without washing your hands first.
I mean, that's fair, but at the same time, you got to think people barely wash their hands after leaving the bathroom.
Speak for yourself.
No, I'm saying, I wash my hands every time I use the bath, but I'm seeing people come in and out of bars or come in and out of restaurants and stuff, and they never wash their hands.
Oh, it's
like,
so much
dude,
like...
No wonder COVID is expanding so much.
Yeah,
you guys are allowing this stuff to happen.
And it's so disgusting to go to a bar, you're like in the bathroom, right, and you're using a urinal, and the guy comes in and uses a urinal, and then he just walks straight out. It's like, oh, what the fuck, dude?
Or the worst is when you see them come out of the stall, and you're like, you did some nasty shit in there, man. I was there for the end of that, and I almost threw up. And you didn't wash your hands.
Okay, so maybe like they don't wash their hands, but maybe like if we put like hand sanitizers on the outside of bathrooms.
Okay, now let me just direct you to why that's a horrible idea. Because now you have like burning alcohol on your hands, and then you go and touch your junk.
Well, do you have open wounds on your junk?
No, but I'm saying, what if you accidentally, like, you're trying to pull it out and then you like get to the dick hole or like pee hole, and you like just barely swipe over it. Oof, I can't imagine hand sanitizer in there.
Yeah, it'd probably burn. Pee it out.
Yeah, that's like putting it on like just like pulling your eye down and putting it just on the lip of your eye or like the eyelid of your eye. That would hurt like hell, right? I'm sure it's the same thing for this.
Yeah. All right. Well, there's gotta be some. It's gotta be like a normal, just even like a normal like thing. I feel like it's not a thing ever talked about. Like parents will tell you, make sure your hands are clean before you go to the bathroom. No one ever says that. It should be a thing though. It's disgusting. It's not. It's like, imagine it wasn't a thing to wash your hands after the bathroom. It's just as gross.
That's just weird to even think about.
Yeah.
That people didn't used to do that in the past.
So those are my platforms. I'll be running on the Chiefin party. Okay.
Okay, but I differ on that last part.
How can you?
Because I feel that it's important for you to wash your hands before and after using the restroom. That way you're not touching your junk. But I think that there's an easier way, okay? We install bidets in every single urinal, and you get a spot to wash your balls and your dick before and after using the restroom. And then you go and wash your hands.
I mean, are bidets meant for dicks?
No, they're not. They're not at all.
I'll be honest with you.
You would have a sopping wet crotch.
I've never used a bidet.
Oh, dude, they are godly. It's so nice.
So I've heard.
Especially like if you have really bad diarrhea and you're like, oh, my asshole is so raw from using toilet paper. It makes it so much nicer when you have a bidet to just spray it and then you just kind of pat it dry with toilet paper and you're not like rubbing or anything. Oh my god! After we did that spicy food challenge, and then the next day was like the hottest poop of your life.
Dude.
Yeah, imagine a nice like super soaker just shooting your star. It's so much better. Yeah, so Kyle has it across the street, so I just walked over there and I was like, "Hey, dude, my ass is on fire. Can I use your bidet?" And he's like, "Yeah, dude, go ahead. No worries." Plus, it also saves money on toilet paper. I mean, you're using water, but at the same time, I think like a gallon of water costs the same as like a whole pack of toilet paper. So I think you're good. I think
I'm
you're
sure
good.
you're probably saving money.
You're saving so much money.
Dude, life hacks.
Yeah, life hack. You wipe before you shit. Saves time and money. Oh, you know what I found out today at work? I found out that, masks, they may protect you from the virus, but they do not protect the kids from any possible bad words that you muffle through your mask.
What did you muffle?
I don't know why. I don't know why I thought this would be okay. Like, I have no idea why, but one of the kids, he was playing basketball in like that, not like an actual basketball hoop, but that weird like blue thing that has like 4 holes you can toss into the top and it shoots out of one of them, right? So he's playing with that, right? And he throws it over his head and it just hits like the rim of it and comes back and then hits another kid. Doesn't hit him, hits another kid. And I'm standing there and I'm like, oh my god, you dumbass.
No way.
There's this kid next to me. I completely forgot that she was there. She's like, Mr. Shaw. And I was like, what? And luckily, his name is, it's, actually, can I say it? Oh yeah, we could just bleep it out. Anyway, his name's, and I was like, no, I didn't say dumbass. I didn't say that. I said, what did I say? Oh, I said mask. Like put your mask on. And she's like, oh, okay.
She's like, but
okay.
he's wearing it though, so.
Yeah.
So
but I was
what
like,
do you
oh
mean?
damn it.
That's so
I felt
funny.
really bad because I'm like, and it was her brother too.
Oh, like, no. That's funny.
See, I remember when I was a kid, I remember being like 3rd grade-ish when I first heard a bad word, and I was like experimenting. I would walk around the field and just throw out like random cuss words that I thought would go together. And I thought was like, oh yeah, this is going to be genius. If I ever have an opportunity to do it, it's going to be so great. And then I also, I like hoped that I would fall or like get hurt in front of my parents. That way I could say it and it would be like, oh, it's okay. He got really badly hurt. So like, I would like, be like, oh, please, if I was going to get hurt, please let it be right now in front of my parents so I could be like, shit! And they'd be like, it's okay, Daniel, no worries, you're hurt, but don't say those words, okay? I'm like, oh, no, I won't, don't worry.
Oh, got away with it.
And I was always jealous of like people on TV that could say bad words because they like it was like in the script and they were supposed to say it. And I'm like, he's like 8 years old and he's saying the A word, wow.
I want to be an actor.
And that's when I realized
so
it.
I can cuss.
That was when I realized it. I'm like, I should be an actor. That way I can cuss and it'll be okay.
Yeah, man. Are you still pursuing acting? What are you doing?
I am, but there's no auditions I can go to right now. Like, nothing's open.
That's true. I haven't even thought about that.
There's like virtual stuff, though. Like, I'll get stuff online from Backstage, and it'll say, like, hey, there's a 2-week online acting class for such and such dollars. And I'm like, I'm not going to do an online class.
Oh, they're just trying to stay
for that.
afloat.
Like that. Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. And then like I've had actually some people contact me because I have my picture up there and I have my profile and stuff. And they contact me. They're like, hey, if you're interested in modeling, let us know. I'm like, okay, like, can we even do that right now? They're like, no, once COVID's all done and quarantine is shut down, then we can do it. I'm like, okay, yeah. This was like 2 months ago. They thought it would be done in June. What a bunch of idiots.
Yeah, dude. Like, ugh, so fucking over it.
Yeah, me too. I mean, it's really like putting a damper on my mood. Like, I'm usually a very positive person, but just seeing all this negativity is like really frustrating. Like, literally today, I was happy to go to work I'm always happy to go to work, but I was like happy to just be around kids that weren't going to be spouting out like COVID this or COVID or riot this or, you know, I'm like, oh God, I just want to be around people that aren't constantly throwing out negativity. I surround myself by people that are pretty positive for that exact reason. I love positivity. I feed off of it, and I feed off of their energy. And if it's like negativity that's being spouted out of me, I'm like, can't handle it.
Yep. No, I hear you. I'm the same way. I just can't feed into it. Just go, oh yeah, just like continuing the conversation with like one word responses till they can notice I'm fucking over it.
Yeah, you're on your like fifth. Well, that's crazy, and they still aren't getting the hint that you just don't care.
No way, just not adding to it. Dude, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at filibuster. No, that's not filibustering. It's the opposite of filibustering. Pamela bustering.
No, it's empty. Carring.
Filibuilding.
No, empty a building.
I know how to empty a building.
Fart. Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that.
All right, folks. Before we leave here today, before we let you enjoy the rest of your weekend, we're going to present our closing statements for the month of July. Daniel, would you like to close?
I will let the ninny close first.
All right. I was thinking today, you know the word pacifier? What's
Yes.
So it's like, it's a verb, right? It like pacifies a baby. But what does it mean to pacify? I should have probably looked it up. Quell the anger. Okay. This isn't as deep as I thought. I thought it was. It's literally it's a real word. I thought it was supposed to be the word.
You want to have a different closing statement?
Yeah, but I'll let people think that. It's cool. Pacifier. It's like a verb, and it's also like a product now. I'll let that be my thought. I thought the word was supposed to be passive. So I was like,
I'm thinking that like
it's not a passive fire, it's a pacifier, but pacify is a word. I didn't know that.
Yeah, could you imagine if it was passive fire? So it's like it was a passive fire. They were having a fit, so they were really fired up. But now it's passive. It's now going away.
Yeah, I thought that's what they were trying to do, but I was like, it's not spelled that way. I just didn't know this was a word.
No, that's horrible. I
can't
believe that you actually thought that.
I'll make this my closing thought. Pacifier. I hardly know her.
No. All right, let me think of my closing statement before I do anything because I wasn't ready. I wasn't prepared. I was ill-prepared, and now I feel stupid. That was it. Keep it Chiefin.
Is that actually it?
I don't know.
I think that's solid.
If you want that to be my closing statement, I'm okay with that.
It's up to you.
Give me like a minute to think of a closing statement. Yeah, no, I'm good with that. That was I can't think of anything right now.